Hey, this is David with another Techie Review. Today we're talking streaming webcams, specifically the Logitech StreamCam Plus. Now this camera is a full 1080p 60 frames per second video streamer. You can do less than that, but it can do up to 1080p and 60 frames a second. Not only can it do this in landscape mode, which you're seeing now, it can also do this in portrait mode. If you shoot a lot for mobile users, this portrait mode may be best for you to shoot in. If you shoot for the desktop, then the landscape mode that you saw earlier might be a better solution to shoot in. In all seriousness, this is a very well-designed product from Logitech. It allows you to do full HD streaming at 60 frames a second plus many other settings. Let's talk a little bit about what comes with the camera, and then we'll talk more about the camera's features. So what comes with this camera? Well, first of all, you get the camera itself, obviously. I'll show you a screenshot of that just in a moment when I switch inputs. The second thing you get is this little mini tripod. Comes in with the camera onto the system, and like I said, it's just a little mini tripod that you can use with the camera. To work with the mini tripod, it actually has a little U-mount bracket here that the camera can sit on. Has a 1/4 inch screw, as they typically do, and you can put the camera on there. Again, in both positions. You can put it in as a landscape or as a portrait for streaming. Now, one of the other features is there's another mount here, and let me just switch the view here so you can see this other mount. Now, I'm working this on my Surface Book unit, and you can see I have the camera mounted on the system, and you'll notice here on the screen it's got a foot rest, it's got the bracket. The bracket actually has where it's mounted up here at the top is on a hinge, so you can actually give yourself a better view by adjusting the unit there. And then of course it has this U-joint here, that holder that can be used to hold the camera in place. And I will switch back to the primary screen. It does 1080p at up to 60 frames a second. Part of the makeup of the camera is that it does have intelligent video, is what they call it. So this is a combination of autofocus and auto lighting features. So if I adjust my position with respect to the system, you'll also see that it will adjust the lighting, and after a few seconds it changes the focus based on where I'm at in the screen and what I'm doing. So if I jump over here, you can see it kind of switches the lighting, and if I move back, it readjusts. So it's a really neat feature. It's a really good feature for streamers. It allows you to do different things with the camera as you're using it. The device retails for $169.99, which is a decent price for a high-end camera. The device is also a USB-C based device, so for those of you that don't yet have USB-C on your system, you may have to make some additions to your system or get an adapter that could convert a USB 3.1 port to a USB-C port to be able to take full advantage of the camera. Lots of really cool features. You notice that the Logitech capture software does have the ability to take multiple inputs. So now you see my straight-on shot using the Logitech camera. In the one view, the main view here is the side shot that I have with another Logitech camera that I happen to have, just so you can see that this feature of the capability. You can do split screening. So if you're showing something else and you want to show yourself in the corner, you can do this. One of those other things that you can do is, say, a display screen. You can also reverse just a couple of extra settings. You've got a couple different settings, a small, a large and a small. Or vice versa there on this. So you can do a lot with the Logitech capture software. So overall, the StreamCam Plus is a really good camera. The 1080p with 60 frames per second is awesome for streamers and Twitch content providers, or whatever your platform of choice is. This device has really good software that comes with it that helps enable it to be used. My pros or cons: it's a high quality device, it does wonderful video, and it works. The mounts that you get with it, the tripod, that all comes inclusive, is really nice. The one downside, and it's not really a downside, it's just basically is a challenge if you have an older computer, is the USB-C requirement. That causes you to either have to get an adapter card or an adapter device to be able to run it with this. I have used this with a USB 3.1 to USB-C adapter. It allows you to adjust, take your USB 3.1, turn it into a USB-C, and it works. By the way, it does work in conjunction with other Logitech devices, such as the Blue Yeti X microphone, which is what I've been using for, and I have another different review for that device that I'm using to capture the audio. So between the camera and the microphone, I've got the best of both worlds, both video and audio, to work together. So it's nice to be in the family, so to speak, of Logitech devices here between the StreamCam Plus and the Blue microphone. So this has been David with another techie review.